Yo, wagwan. Tis your boy, Jedon, Legendary. I know it's been a little bit of time since we've had a photo session for Cyberpunk, but there's a reason for that. Your boy's in school now, okay? I've been working, keeping my grades nice and high and whatnot, alright? But I don't have anything due until the 7th and the 8th, so today I decided to chill out for a little bit. So I'm about to record a bunch of sessions. Right now, you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. We have 3 absolutely stunning American classics. From the oldest to the newest, we have a 1960s Cadillac, or 50s I mean, or 60 actually, 60 flat. And then we have a 1983 GMC Vendura, one of my favorite vans of all time. And then we have a 96 Impala SS. 3 absolutely top-notch cars of their era, okay, for the American classics. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell, show your people to join the legendary clan sports and become legendary. I do all things photography, virtual, real life, and sometimes AI. Check out all the links in the description. You might find some stuff you might like. Instagram, that's where I post most of these photos. And Deviant for the stuff that's a little too much for Instagram, but never too much. Don't go over there expecting madness. With that being said, we on OGV, of course, because she has all the money. She has all the cars. Let's go. All right, for our first car, we're starting off with the 1960s Cadillac. Right here is a great spot. Why? Because I've done old school style pinup photos with a character here. A few times, actually, for older cars. And now, while you see me using the Cadillac now, it is definitely not the last time you're going to see this 1960s masterpiece, alright? Okay, you're going to definitely be seeing that in a pinup episode. I'm going to go ahead, slap that to overdrive, so we can get that good old path tracing, because path tracing is important when you're doing vehicle pictures. Okay, I've said this before. Volumetric fog, we're probably going to leave that on. I usually believe it or not, I hate volumetric fog in my photos when it comes to my characters. However, for vehicles, it works perfectly. The reason being is because path tracing gives you that ultra realistic look. As you can see, I mean, we just turned it on. That crap dang near looked real. We just pulled up. A little laggy though, because I forgot to stop recording. I'll usually stop recording, turn the graphics up, then start recording, because that doesn't hinder it too much. But look how that looks. You know what I've been slacking on? I'm gonna be honest with you. I have not been doing any scenery photos. So one of these days, don't be surprised if you see a Cyberpunk scenery photo session, okay? Because I just realized that I'm out here messing up. I gotta call the car and I gotta turn the graphics back down. I forgot. Whenever you're doing these, if you have a computer that's it's not bad like mine, but it's not the greatest, you want to put the graphics up first, then record. Okay, never mind, I was wrong. This area is just kind of dense. Let's see here. Now, because I don't have the what's the name on, I have not been on Cyberpunk in quite a while since school started, believe it or not. So that's why you didn't see an episode this week. Man, I've been busy, but I'm doing good. I'm passing every class so far, even math, surprisingly. Of course, I'm not getting no A in math, but it is nonetheless a decently high passing score. I think I'm at like a high C, low B right now. So I'm trying to keep it up as high as possible, without setting overbearing expectations, of course, because that's how you can mess yourself up, is having an expectation for yourself that's way beyond where it should be. I know I ain't gonna get no A, but I'm dang sure enough gonna pass. You feel me? I ain't doing this just to fail. The fuck? You feel what I'm saying? Man, hold up. So you just gonna watch this much of the video, and you not even gonna subscribe? Nah, don't wave to them. They ain't even hit the subscribe button. Come on now, hit that subscribe button. But I'm gonna get it to my best ability, so that's why you ain't see nothing. I uploaded the Skyrim photo session. And then on Tuesday, I uploaded a time-lapse video. Now, I'm still going to be uploading a bunch of those little videos, but what I'm going to try to do is I would rather upload twice a day than to just have small videos. Don't get me wrong. I love the small videos, and a lot of them do take a lot of time to put together, but I always preferred the photo sessions. Look at this dang thing. It just fits the style of how I do things, how I talk, my style of comedy, all that, whatever, and however people might find me funny and whatnot. Of course, we're not doing this at night. I just haven't changed the time yet. See, matter of fact, because I would rather be able to see the shine of this beautiful pink Cadillac. I love how when you use these older vehicles, it still has the futuristic sound to it. Big old Cadillac, look at that thing, man. The pretty pink paint. She got her LA hat on, of course. Let me get out of it so I don't have to open up the menu or nothing. Let's do the magic of jumping on the back of it and moving it for you with, oh, I want to say, how the heck, lock target. Let's go ahead and move that joint forward. But yeah, I'm ensuring, okay, that I keep it top notch. I'm not doing this to waste time and then fail. You feel what I'm saying? That'd be stupid. That'd mean I wasted my dang time. For what reason, you know? So I'm doing it to my bestest of abilities. So far, doing pretty good. Doing pretty dang good. And the crazy thing is, this, all of this is not quite as long as I thought it was going to be. Okay, this is my first time ever in a college experience. I keep it 100 with you. Y'all know me, I ain't got no reason to lie. This is my first ever college experience, and I expected more, I guess. I feel like I'm flying through stuff a little too easily. But then again, that is the life of being fearful for no dang reason, you know? All these years I've been thinking, oh man, I ain't gonna be able to go to no dang college, I ain't gonna do good, I'm gonna mess this up, and I'm gonna mess that up, it's gonna be a waste of time. And then you finally do it, it's like, okay. This was a bit easier than I thought it would be. Now, of course, that's not gonna be everyone's experience, I know, but for myself, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. So far, I'll just say it like that, so far, it's a little light. I haven't gotten to any big exams yet, and it's just barely been a week, so I can't truly say yet. Okay, because we haven't gotten to any big exams. Only class I thought I was gonna struggle with, and kinda, sorta, a little bit am, is math, which was no surprising. I'm terrible at math. I've always been terrible with math. However, the thing that doesn't make it very easy is, for some dang reason, out of all of my dang teachers, this is the one teacher that wants you to have a dang webcam and some lockdown browser crap. Like, really? And then I asked my brothers, I'm like, who the fuck y'all got for y'all math teachers? And they like, oh man, they let us do the test as many times we want. We don't got no lockdowns, no webcams required. I gotta have webcam, lockdown, ID, and all that. And I can only take the test once within 30 minutes. So I gotta make sure I get it down pat. Although I did hear a little bird told me that it's just a scare tactic and that they don't actually check any of it. Now, I'm not gonna mess nothing up, of course. Because like I said, the whole purpose is to ace this as best as possible so I can get to that real deal, which is becoming a certified mechanic. And I'll probably go again so I can become a certified welder. So I can start building some crazy projects, and then maybe well, for photo purposes, you'll definitely see that over here on this channel. And then for build purposes, you'll probably see that on the gaming channel. Because, you know, don't get me wrong, gaming is cool and all, but I think car builds would be a lot cooler. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Actually, no, I'm gonna do the 24 like my real camera. I think car builds, people would probably want to see some car builds just a bit more, you know, than some Call of Duty videos. Maybe some anything real life, honestly, would be kind of tight. I'm trying to remember how did I used to do these. I don't remember the controls to this. It's been a long time. Okay, there we go. So that's boom, bam. That's over and under. side to side, back and forth. I just made my actual character scaling. And you see there's no depth of field. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna edit the depth of field in. So I used to do the depth of field from in-game, which is cool and it does work, but it doesn't work as well as you would want it to, so I do it outside of the game now. See if I go, oh, not that one. It's one of these ones. It's been a minute. Figure this out real quick. Oh, I'm going to, oh my goodness, this dang mouse. Okay, it's this one. Well, the problem is it covers up the window and the light. I can edit it, and the back end of the car, I can edit it a lot better than that, so I'm gonna do that outside. So right here is gonna look like not that great. However, once you actually see the photo, it's gonna look pretty magnificent. Boom, let's go ahead and snap that. Let's reverse the time real quick. Time is moving up on me. Realize that? You know what, actually, let's go ahead and freeze time, because we just need to be here, so we don't actually need time to be. Big old purdy Cadillac, baby, and then we're gonna open up the doors and the hood if possible for the other 5. But yeah, so far, you know what I mean, so far, we breezing so far. I ain't even gonna hold you, we breezing so far. You know what I mean, that was the plan. Like I said, that was the plan. There was no way in the world I would do this and then waste the time and then fail it. It's funny because another family member of mine, they were in school, and for some reason, they backed out because they didn't want to do the side stuff. And I'm like, why the heck you do that? I'm gonna leave it at that because, of course, I don't want to be putting people's business out there. But I was a little confused because it's like, you know, this is for opportunities and stuff. You know what I mean? Right now, the opportunity, well, in the past, the opportunity I had was to make something big out of YouTube. I squandered that. So then I spent another few years trying to make something big out of YouTube. Almost had it again, squandered it again. You know what I mean? So then, tried it again. Well, as y'all know now, if most people even see this video, I might be lucky if I could see 20 views on some of these videos. That's fine. That's the mistake I made. But what I did was I let it grab hold of my life just a little too much, bruv. Just a little too much. Okay. Now we was at the point where I'm like, no! Well, at least because the car is wide open, we can at least get the interior shots. So let me go ahead and open up the doors real quick. I love this dude's mods. Oh, no, it's because I froze the world. I forgot about that. I was like, I love this dude's mods, but sometimes... No, that's not him. That's on me. Yup, there we go. I forgot to open up the dang car. Or unfreeze the time. Shut your mouth. Look at that red interior, boy. God, dog. Oh. And her back behind the garage. I chose this area on purpose because it's going to give, like I said earlier, it's going to give that perfect look, number one, because I've used this spot for one of my pinup characters, which you will probably had saw popped up on your screen. Unless I forget, I'm going to try not to. With a fucking gold carb cover. With a purple engine. What in the dang Louisiana Saints Row is going on here, boy? And speaking of Saints Row, when's the last time I've been on that game? Fucking loved Saints Row. That's one of my favorite games of all time. Still is, honestly. I liked the reboot personally. This is just the story and the voice acting was atrocious. But the actual game itself, good fun. Good fun. I need to re-download it. One of these days I might play it for the gaming channel. All I really ever upload to the gaming channel nowadays is Call of Duty, but I think Saints Row will work. God, dog, you hear that stutter? I think Saints Row will work just fine because all I do is chaos and stuff. That's pretty much all I do on Call of Duty. Well, messing around with the bots and using whatever weapon I want because there's no cheaters in the way. Although I will be honest, I played a public game yesterday, just to goof around because I was playing with the bots and I was messing around with a submachine gun and these dual pistols. I hopped on online and I went 84 and 2. Whoa. No. See, now, if I messed that up. I went 84 and 42. Now, if I would have went 84 and 2, I'm the cheater. Holy crap. No, I went 84 and 42. So I'm like, dang. Those, okay, I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret, because I don't know how many of y'all actually gonna see this video, and I don't know how many of y'all actually play Call of Duty, because you're probably like me, you're too busy taking pictures half the dang time or doing whatever else is more important in your life than playing some poo-butt Call of Duty. You feel what I'm saying? There are 2 guns, technically 1, in Call of Duty. And I say 2 guns, technically 1, because it is, okay, wait, actually, hold on. I like this picture more than the other interior picture. Go ahead, grab that one. This one, because I want something a little closer. And we're going to go ahead and do that one. And then something closer to the inside of the interior. Let me see something here real quick. Let me spawn a light. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it from here, so let me disable the cam. Get a light in here. So you see the interior of the car better. There's a dang pistol. Alright, it's the 22. It's the smallest pistol in Call of Duty. It's the 22. Looks like a Ruger, kind of. And, it has a mod on it that you can add called 3-round burst mod. You gotta unlock it if you don't have it unlocked. You gotta go to your progression board and look at challenges. And you'll find a 3-round burst mod for the, I forgot the name of the dang pistol. It's the 22. And when you get it, that thing, and you dual wield it, is busted. It straight up feels like cheating. You can I just be wildly spraying the dang thing and people just fall flat. I don't know how, I don't know why, but man, that little thing is greatness. Okay, boom, there we go, perfect. That little thing is absolutely greatness in every way, shape, and form. It does not falter, ever. It is incredibly rare that it does, and if it does, it only does because a lot of the times, a healthy portion of the time, a lot of people on modern FPS games are cheating. Alright, that's just the simple truth. People are like, oh, people ain't cheating, Yes, they are. Alright, that's just the simple truth. Yes, people are. People are cheating like crazy. I mean, it's the Cronus Zen for $99 is undetectable. If I had the means to really give a crap about Call of Duty, I'd be cheating too. Like, let's keep it 100 here. If I felt like it was necessary to spend 99 bucks on a Cronus Zen, I would absolutely be cheating too. Okay? I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. It's a dang undetectable cheat for 99 bucks. All you gotta do is plug it into your controller. I'd be cheating too. Let's keep it 100 here. Y'all know me, I ain't gonna lie about nothing. It's online Call of Duty, they be robbing people out of money with them fucking poo-butt skins any dang ways. I'd be cheating too. Out playing. Boom, that's car number 1. Absolutely gorgeous Cadillac. I'd be cheating like crazy too, boy. All they gonna do is start up the next Call of Duty and not allow you to bring your skins over to that one too. Highway robbery once again. So, you know, I'd be cheating too. I wouldn't give a crap. It's just that I personally have much better things that I wish to do than to sit around playing Call of Duty. And matter of fact, shoot, like for the gaming channel, if I'm uploading Call of Duty videos, that'd be sick if I uploaded like an airsoft video instead, where I'm going out to one of those crazy airsoft events and shooting. Man, I'd rather do that. That's some real life Call of Duty. That'd be way more fun. Of course, you got to get protection and whatnot. Face protection, eye protection, that body, everything protection. I'd be seeing people go there with like no face masks. I'm like, y'all stupid as fuck. Y'all don't even know, huh? I have absolutely no idea the pain you're about to face. You be seeing them videos of dudes getting BBs pushed out of their dang lips and crap because these fools go there with no facial protection. Well, y'all some dang fools. You ain't gonna catch me pulling up to one of those with no face protection. Alright, let's find the GMC Vendura. That's the next vehicle we're using. That is 1983, so it's our next old vehicle. I know exactly where to take that thing because it has the perfect look. Oh, there goes that beautiful Impala. Can't wait to see that thing. Looking for that GMC though. I don't know if he put GMC or he put Vendura first. Yeah, he put Vendura first, I'm guessing, because we would have been saw that thing. Yep, there it is. Let's see this van, man. I'm the van, man. Got the bands, man. What just happened? Oh, got to unfreeze the world again. Look at that big boy. Hold on, check this out. Hold on, check this out. He put a lady. He put a inside in that dang thing. Look, it's got the little couch. Yeah, I mean, got the samurai joints, a little speaker. You go up to the front. I fucking love GMC Venduras. I want a van, but at the same time, I'm kind of scared to get a van because I know they are big, robust, gas-guzzling machines. Right now, you know what I mean? I don't know if I want something that's gonna be gas-guzzling. But then again, at the same time, I'm not being picky either. After all, I am, you know, 29 and still don't own a vehicle of my own, so. Yeah, I ain't being picky. Let's see here. Where do we need to go to get out there? Ooh. I freaking love the sound of this engine. This would be a van that would have an engine this raw sounding. Yeah, I ain't being picky. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? Actually, what the heck was I saying? But oh, Call of Duty. There's just more important things I would like to get done than to be sitting on Call of Duty. Now, don't get me wrong. From time to time, you'll still see me hop on games and play and goof. But it's usually... My goodness. It's usually only on the weekends nowadays. The only reason right now, on a dang... What's the day? On a dang Wednesday, I'm recording something is because I didn't have nothing out. And like I said, I don't have anything due until the 7th and the 8th. It's only 12 p.m. so I could easily record some stuff right now. Oh, this is not where I thought it was. I should have went to Pan Am's camp. Actually, this will work right here. Right here in the middle of this road right here. Or actually, let's have it facing the sun. Get a little bit more glare and gleam. Let's not have it backed up toward the... What's the name thing right there? Alright, boom. Big boy van. The main things, the main vehicles I'm looking at though, going back to vehicles real quick, is as much as I would love to have a large truck, the world is not accommodated for large trucks as daily usage. Okay? People don't pay enough of fucking attention to be driving around big vehicles. So if you get your vehicle hit, bumped, any dang thing, is because most likely people ain't paying the dang attention. So I'm mainly looking at more sportier-ish vehicles. Two-door short bed pickup trucks, specifically OBS, GMC and or Chevy, doesn't really matter to me. If it is going to be Dodge or Ford, maybe something a little bigger. Or depending on the right Ford, something small. I'm not a big fan of Dodge trucks Gen 2 Gen 3 and higher that are small, unless it's the Viper SRT 10 variant, because the way they did that is very good, very clean, and for me and the way my brain works, that settled the look for that vehicle completely. I don't know why and how that works and why it works that way, but for me, I cannot see a single cab short bed Dodge Ram Gen 3 or higher look like its regular work form. Don't get me wrong, they're not bad looking trucks, but that single cab SRT 10 with them rims that them joints came with, untouchable in the Dodge world, baby. In the world of Dodge, absolutely fucking untouchable, okay? Now, Gen 1 and Gen 2, man, long bed, club, crew, the fucking gargantuan joint, with any dang thing, dually especially, they look great. Same with Ford. if it's a single cab short bed pickup, it's got to be of the specific year that they were making the SVT Lightning. Unless it's like early 90s trucks. Those look fine. Short bed, single cab. But I guess that kind of stands with GMC too. For GMC and Chevy trucks, I like the bigger truck. You know what? Actually, this is the best way to say it. The best single cab short bed trucks are absolutely GM. OBS trucks all the way, in my personal opinion. The best big trucks, Ford all the way. The best medium or race trucks, Dodge. And if you're gonna go big, then make it be a first gen 3500 with a crew cab and a long bed. The full 8-foot bed with a dually. Those to me are absolutely untouchable. But then again, that is all three old trucks. You give me a Ford, you give me a Dodge, Chevy or GMC 350 with a crew cab and a long bed dually, I'm all over it. All fucking over it. So, I guess it depends on the era of the truck for me. Any of those trucks, if you make them big, they just look great. Typically 3500 and bigger, long beds with the dually. Look absolutely impeccable in every way, shape, or form. However, when it comes to the single cab variants, my favorite is absolutely Chevy/GMC OBS trucks. And for those who don't know what an OBS truck is, that is, could be Dodge, could be Ford, could be GM, truck of the 90s. 90s trucks, single cab, short beds, are absolutely scrumptious, okay? That could be Dodge, could be Ford, could be Chevy, could be GMC. Though GM, to me, has the best looking single cab short beds. Dodge, when it comes to the best looking race truck, I'm gonna have to give that to Dodge and Ford. Don't get me wrong, the GMC Typhoon and Cyclones were absolutely stunning in every way, shape, and form. But the SVT Lightning of both the first gen and the second gen, especially the second gen. The first gen is great, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to that 90s, early 90s, late 80s, boxy Ford look, for me, it was the bigger variants all the way. Like the F350s and 450s with the dualies on them. Man, those things were great. With the bull nose, those things were amazing. Big Ford trucks with the big beds, big wheels, all that. Dualies and everything. Well, not big wheels because they weren't very big, but they were 8-lug dualies and all that. Those are great. But when it comes to the race truck, top of the line race truck, I gotta give it to that Dodge SRT10 two-door, not the four-door. I'm not a fan of the four-door. Two-door not SVT, the two-door SRT10s were something special. Where the heck is this thing at? Oh, go ahead, open up them doors. Them things were magical. What's under the hood of this thing? Oh. Wondering, I would think he would have. It's a little squished. I don't see a dang engine. I don't see nothing back there. Alright, boom, there we go. Actually, let's move her this way, because we're mostly, B is short, so we'll easily be able to hide behind these little, palm tree sprouts. You know what I'm saying, though? I guess it really comes down to the look and the style of what you've done. Because, all three brand trucks look absolutely spectacular. I can't be mad at a Dodge. Although I think I have more love for the first gen Dodge than the other two. Don't get me wrong, old school C10s and K10s were great. Old school Fords were some of the best, but the Dodge D100 is something fucking special. When we're talking about the 1980s variants, that boxy look, especially like I said, you make them big. I mean, like fucking D3500, crew cab, or no, the mega cab, because Dodge does the mega cab. I like the mega cab. So the crew cab is a full 4 doors like a SUV. The mega cab is a full 4 doors with a bonus compartment space. Then the 8-foot bed with the dually. Problem is, that's a lot of dang truck. And like I said, the world does not accommodate for massive truck, daily driving massive trucks, alright? People don't like to pay attention, okay? You'll be sitting here driving this behemoth of a vehicle. Parking is rough. Gas guzzlance is insane. Especially for old 1970s to 80s vehicles where they were putting big block V8s in them just because. You know what I mean? When it comes to the Dodge, you got that big old 440 V8. Alright? For Chevy, you got that fucking monstrous 454. And for Ford, you got the 460. That's too much engine in the modern day, okay? If you got money, oh, you could easily afford that. I ain't got money, so I ain't affording it, alright? I'm gonna be starting my job soon after. I'm gonna see if I can do the job in school at the same time, which I should be able to. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to. I'm usually pretty good at scheduling and time and stuff. Or I could just do it like a part-time type of thing. It's not like I really got bills, okay? But you know, those big trucks, those are great, but man, the gas guzzling is real. So I'm also looking at sporty-ish vehicles, you know, like mid-year Buicks type of things with those supercharged V6s for obvious reasons, or single cab short bed OBS GM trucks. Super cheap, super reliable, great looking vehicles. You can't really go wrong with them. If I do happen to stumble upon a gas guzzler, though, I wouldn't mind it being a big old Cadillac. Something big and pretty. Okay. I took that last picture. Oh, okay, never mind. Let's say, is that similar to? I like this one better, though, so I'm gonna delete this front picture and do this front picture instead. And boom. GMC completed. And now we got a 96 Impala on our hands, folks, which I found one in the real world that someone was selling, but that thing was in horrific condition. I was like, I see why you're selling it so cheap. Like I said, I ain't being picky, but I also want the vehicle to work, okay? I ain't being picky, but the vehicle has to work. I know I'm going to school for mechanics and all that, but I don't want to have to build the vehicle I need to drive to school every day, okay? Because the mechanic classes are every day or at night. So I need something very reliable that could get me back and forth. I'm gonna be up fucking late. The good thing is that by that time, I'll have a lot of time to get back into recording videos and whatnot. The bad thing is, the classes start at 9 p.m., end at 11 p.m. So I'm taking full-on nighttime classes. Now the beauty is, there's not a whole lot going on. Well, no, the good thing is we're probably going to be moving back toward that area. The bad thing is, fuck, 9 p.m. to 11? Now, I'm not very tired at that time. But who the fuck wants to be out that late? That's some dang near graveyard shift type stuff. But hey, you got to do what you got to do, so I'm all for it. Oops. Oh, I shouldn't have got rid of it like that. I'm not gonna be, well, it actually doesn't matter. We got one more vehicle, and that is the Impala. And then after this, I'm gonna be doing some model room type stuff. So I know that for this one, usually y'all see all my purdy characters, but I had to show off some of these purdy whips too. For the next one though, back to characters. Well, I guess it depends on when these all get uploaded, because I'm about to record a few. Ooh-wee, there it is. One of the finest cars ever made by GM. The 96 Chevrolet Impala. That thing. And I love how when you put it in path tracing, it just looks so fucking real. I could put these pictures up on Facebook Marketplace and make people think I'm selling a mint Impala. I saw somebody do that before. They did it with GTA though, so it didn't look very real. Okay, we're going to be using this parking lot right here. It's a good spot. I haven't been in this parking lot in a hot minute. Alright, don't mind V's face. This always happens when you're when you use the outward camera mode. Does it look pretty horrible? Absolutely. But hey, you know. What is happening? I can't move. I clear a wall here or something? What was it? Start that joint like that. And boom. And now we have ourselves an absolutely immaculate piece of machinery here. Look at the quality on it. I wanted it to be more bright and in the morning to give it more of that real look. Unfortunately, we can't really do too much about the wheels clipping through the ground. That just happens. But I'm more than likely be able to fix that in editing. If I remember, I'm more than likely will, because that doesn't look very good. Obviously, we wouldn't want that to stick around now, would we? Look at that thing, man. If I could find one of these in mint condition, I need to find out though, because I have a specific look I want to go for. So I don't know how many of y'all know about vehicles and whatnot, but there is a very specific look that you do with a lot of 90s or late 2000s era vehicles, and that is give them that 90s look. So whether, like I said, as y'all heard, I said I'm looking for things sporty-ish, which is a two-door, either a two-door short bed pickup, or like Buicks, early 2000s Buicks with that supercharged V6 and stuff within that era. There's a very specific reason for that. Those wheels, in my personal opinion, are the finest wheels to ever come out of the 80s and the early in the mid 90s. Okay, you saw these on the Impala, you saw these on Ferraris, Lambos, certain other GM sporty GM vehicles similar to the Typhoon and the Cyclone. Early 90s, mid 80s luxury and sports and supercars always had rims similar to these with bubbly-ish tires just like those. If you put those wheels on anything from the 80s, the 90s, and the early 2000s, it automatically makes it look fly to the max. It could be a pickup truck, it could be a van, it could be a four-door, it could be a two-door, supercar, sports car, any dang thing outside of like something massive, of course, like a semi-truck, a medium-duty truck or something like that. You know, obviously a bigger truck. It looks amazing. It could be a freaking little... It could be a dang Toyota Supra and it would look fly as fuck. Because that was just the look. And if it, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want to go for nothing too old. Something I have to maintain while I'm lackluster on funds wouldn't be a very smart vehicle to grab. Anything from the early 2000s, the mid 90s, early 80s, they still have lots of parts available. So that's why I'm looking at a lot of vehicles in that area, in that age range. Because you'll still find a lot of parts, cheap parts for them. So that's why I'm looking within that range. Mid to late 80s, all of the 90s, and early 2000s. Not only are they still amazing looking vehicles, but they're also very cheap. And I don't have to spend I don't have to sell my soul just to take care of them. Okay, that's why I'm looking at those specific year vehicles. And anything within this year of this Impala is untouchable when you put these style of wheels on them. Okay, that's just the simple truth. Well, that's unfortunate. What? Oh, come on, man. You ain't putting no dang control on the back or the front. Unfortunate. We can't open up all the doors though. So boom, bam, bop, beep. You know what I'm saying? Dang, for real. I want to see that 350 V8. You know what I mean? I want to see that 350. Hey, why the heck is it getting cloudy? I ain't, you know what I mean? I ain't say nothing about no clouds, you heard me? Keep it clear out here, you feel me? That's why I'm looking at vehicles within that range. Super cheap, easy to take care of, and absolutely some of the finest vehicles to come out of the retro eras. Okay? retro eras. That's your 80s, your 90s, your early 2000s, alright? Those is always some of the finest vehicles, like your 2001 to 2004 Buick LeSabres, Buick Regals. Those are great looking cars, and they come with that 3.8 V6, which is incredibly reliable. And if you get lucky and find a limited, you could get the supercharged V6, which is not only incredibly easy to work on, but it is also easy power build, baby. Any engine that's coming out of the factory with turbos or a supercharger is relegated to some form of boost, because GM and anybody else who does it, they know dang well people are going to tinker with the engines if they have the means to do so. Especially supercharged or turbocharged engines, or naturally aspirated engines that are just incredibly well built. In the case of the Buicks, we're talking a 3.6 liter V6, a 3.8 liter V6. I wastegate my own words here. A 3.8 liter V6, you know what I mean, that's cranking out 240, 260 horses, like about 300 foot-pounds of torque. And you know, those are usually net ratings, so those ratings are usually underpowered. If GM says it's 240, it's probably actually 260, 270. You know what I mean? Torque is probably along the lines of 300 plus. Look how real that looks. Look at the crackles and the wrinkles in the leather. Or pleather. This is 96, so it ain't real leather no more. A really good looking fake leather. Man, you know the business, you know what I'm saying? Your boy, hey, I'm fast tracking my life into the right direction. Because the photography channel is still the channel for me. That is also why I'm still gonna try my absolute best to get some videos out for y'all. Whether it be the photo sessions or any just general photography stuff, it's gonna happen. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. Because this is, at the end of the day, this is still the channel I'm gonna do the most with. And as I get my dang life together, I want to do more real life stuff with the gaming channel. The Warcraft channel will always be the Warcraft channel, because let's keep it 100 here. As someone who's been playing Warcraft his whole fucking life, I highly doubt I'll be getting off of that game anytime soon. I'd be very surprised, especially with how much Blizzard is trying to get the game back into people's senses. They're doing stuff that, man, we ain't seen in ages. They're doing stuff that's like, y'all really want people back on this game, huh? Which is smart of them. It's about fucking time. Took long enough. Okay? Took long dang enough. But they're getting it through their dang heads now, finally. So, we'll definitely be seeing some on that. And the Warcraft channel, I think the Warcraft channel will always exist. Just like the photography channel will always exist. Just like the music channel. I don't, you know, yeah, is my music channel at 11,000 subscribers and getting 2 views? Oh, yeah, of course. But at the end of the day, I'm always gonna make beats. I just made a new beat yesterday, and I got a bunch ready to go. I found or not found, but there was a Project Pat song, and then that, you know, the business, the joint I just said, man, you know the business, man, you know the business. The sample on that joint, I need that. I can make something crazy with that. Okay, I've been sampling, I've been making beats. I'm always gonna make beats, just like I'm always gonna take pictures, just like I'm always gonna play for some dang World of Warcraft, baby. And as long as they keep doing immaculate updates, I'm on that. But that, my good peoples, is a full 30 cars. We did absolutely gorgeous cars, but now it's time to do some gorgeous characters. I got 3 videos I'm probably going to record right now. We just did the cars, and I want to do model room, because I got a bunch of new model room props that's going to look cool as fuck. And then I'm doing gearhead. Why? Because I've realized I have racing outfits, I have mechanic outfits, I got little booty shorts with American flags on them, and all kinds of little race car, gearhead, grease monkey stuff. And guess what? I ain't used none of it. I got a bunch of old American race cars. I ain't used none of it. So you're gonna be seeing that real soon, or maybe you have already saw that before this one. But either way, I need to go ahead and get up out of here, because I got a lot I want to record right now. It's only 12:53, so I'm trying to make this quick. All these pictures came out absolutely heat. All these cars look good. The modders that created them always do their great work as per usual. This is from, this Impala. All 3 vehicles are from the same person, and that is, let me see, what's his name? Corn Milf on Nexus. What does that name mean? I don't know. That's his name. He chose it. So, you know, whatever it means to him is what it means to him. I tell you what these cars mean to me is that man got skills. Okay. That being said, don't make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell, share with your people, join Legendary Clan Sport, trying to become legendary. I do all things photography, virtual, real life, and sometimes AI. I know it's been a very long time since I've done anything AI because a lot of y'all was liking that stuff because of how well I actually do it and not just uploading random slop. It's been a minute. It's been so long. I went to the website that I always use to create my AI stuff, and I am down 80 points because that's how long it has been. So I can't actually create much of anything right now. But you'll see a bit of it in the future, but at the moment it is not possible for me to do at the moment. Yeah, hit that subscribe button. Instagram is where I post most of these photos, even for the stuff that's a little too much for Instagram, but never too much. Don't go over there expecting madness. With that being said, I'm out. I hit the wrong button.